Hi everyone! Welcome to episode 74 of Annijuuti Knits. Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel Annijuuti Knits. My name is Annina and I am a knitwear designer based on the west coast of Finland. And this is a channel where I share everything behind the scenes about my designing and everything else that I happen to knit. So you are most welcome here. First of all, surprise! I'm here a little bit earlier than what I said that I would, but today, which is actually tomorrow for me because I'm filming this on Friday, today is the release day of Kuusamo sweater, Kuusamo kids sweater, round yoke sweater, and I really wanted to film an episode for the release because my previous release, which was the Suovilla shawl release, I didn't film for that, so that's why I wanted to come here with my wrinkled button up and hair on a ponytail look, because I thought that it's more important for me to come here, and I always feel that I'm able to come here as I am, so no judgment in this community. So here I am with a wrinkly shirt and all. So Kuusamo sweater, I actually managed to finish my second sample yesterday. I did make two samples. I will put some pictures here while I talk because we took some pictures with my sons yesterday. I finished this blue version like 10 minutes before I told my boys that we are leaving to take some pictures, because today Friday, I have my design day, so I have time to finalize the pattern and all. So I have done all that, and it was a little bit of a difficult challenge to take pictures for my boys. My older son wasn't too keen, even though I did bribe them with some with some candy, but he wasn't really enjoying the photo shoot. But I think I snapped some great pictures, and they are children, and this is a children's pattern, so there's no, there's no need to be perfect, and there's no need to be polished and all. They're kids, and you can see that in these pictures. But yeah, the second version, which is this, I knit in drops cotton merino. I have the ball band here. So it's a 50-50 cotton and merino, and this is the colorway 16. And it's this beautiful dusty blue. My older son actually picked this out himself, and this color suits him so well. He has these beautiful blue eyes, and this fits him so well. And the second sample is made in the size 7 to 8. I didn't manage to block it. As I said, I just finished it 10 minutes before we went to take the pictures, so I just lightly steamed it, and the sleeves are not exactly to their full length yet because it is unblocked. But actually for the pictures, I think it was better that it wasn't too long, because it would have been a hassle just for the pictures. But this pattern comes in 7 sizes, from size 1 year old to size 11-12-year-olds size. And yeah, it's just a round yoke, basic children's sweater. I think this is a basic, just your stable, wardrobe stable, with a little bit of interest with this little texture. It also makes the knitting experience quite nice and fast going, because I think with these kind of, this is a 10 row repeat depending on the size, and you always want to just finish one more pattern repeat, which works really well for that. So yeah, I made mine in 2 different sizes, 5 to 6 and 67, no, 5 to 6 and 7 to 8. My boys are 5 and 6, but I always like to have some room to grow, because, you know, they are not going to wear them just yet, or maybe they are, but not every week. So they grow so fast. I wanted to make sure that they can still fit them, or fit these fit into these sweaters in the spring or beginning of the year. So yeah, Kuusamo sweater. If you are subscribed to my newsletter, you have received a discount code, or if you are not, there's a link down in the description. You can do that, but it's not helping for this pattern. But you can use the code Kuusamo15 for 15% off until the end of Monday, which is the 26th, maybe? Let's say it's the 26th. I didn't check. I came without notes because I just finalized the files. The pattern is now ready to go, and I was knitting on a sock, and then I was like, I'll just quickly come here and film a little episode for you. So I grabbed a few things, and probably this is a little bit of a repetition from last episode, but nonetheless, I just wanted to quickly come and tell you a little bit about my projects. So let's move on to the next one. So my next project is the sweater that I showed you last time. As you might remember, I was in a bit of a swamp with my sweaters. I had quite a few sweater projects. 2 of them are now finished. The green one that I was wearing last time, and now the Kuusamo sweater. And my next sweater project is almost done. Last time I only had 1 sleeve. I'm holding the needles because I don't want them to to make some noise. So yeah, last time I had 1 sleeve. Now I have 2 sleeves, and I have nearly finished this sweater. As you can see, this is a very loose gauge sweater. This yarn is that eucalyptus yarn, which feels very much like bamboo. It's a worsted weight plant fiber. It feels very soft and very drapey, but I am intentionally using a very large needle. I think these are 7 millimeters, if I don't remember incorrectly. Yes, they are 7 millimeter needles. And this is not a pattern per se. This was one of my swatch sweaters. I have been trying to familiarize this saddle shoulder construction, and this is now one of those. I think because the yarn comes in these, I don't know how would you call these, but they are like cylinder size or shaped balls. There's no way to get the end from the inside of the ball, which would help, but so the yarn is all the time doing like an extra twist, and I think it affects on the way my stitches lean. They are slanting, especially in the back. You can see it very well. My rows are slanting this way, and I don't really like that. I hope that blocking will fix some or some of it at least. Luckily this is a black sweater, you can't really tell, but I think the slanting is because my yarn is very twisty at all times. You can see it how it like creeps up on itself, so it I can't show you, but while you're working it in the round, I try to remember to shift it like back and forward, but it is tangling on itself, and I think it's making this slanting, which is a little bit annoying, but yeah. So this is a blouse pattern that is not coming in the very near future. I think there are very beautiful blouse patterns out there, but I'm working on one which is inspired with or inspired by the same or a similar shape. It's the same construction that I used for my green tee, and I am now working on a sample for that construction, and it's going to be a blouse. So this is just a practice piece, and hopefully next time when you see me, this will be on me, or at least I have finished it and you can see the final project. So that's that. Nothing much to say about it. I try not to rush, but I feel a bit rushed because yeah, this was such an impromptu filming schedule. So yeah, another project that I already showed you last time, it has not grown a ton, but I want to show you because I was working on this in the movies last night. The knitting community in my town has really been amping things up, and we had the first ever knit in kino, knit in bio, like knit in cinema. So I went to the cinema, and it was a show that was, or that specific slot was meant for knitters, because they left a little bit of light into the theater, so it was for us to see our stitches. I knit in the movies all the time. It's not something that is very unusual for me, but I did take my Tankar tea so that I can get some rows in, and I actually did. I've only worked on this last night in the movies, and since we last spoke, I have done like, I don't know, 5-6 centimeters. And my Tankar tea is growing slowly but surely. I have finished all the decreases under the arms, and not much longer to go. And this is knit in BC Garn Bio. No bio, it's BC Garn Soft Silk, and I don't know the colorway. Probably it's a series of numbers or something, and it is a little bit thinner than what is recommended in the pattern, but I have heard that it will stretch out over time, so I make sure to make some extra length for this, but nothing much happened. But I just wanted to show you a little bit how much I have done or managed to do this project. Most of my knitting time has been going into the Kuusamo sweater, and I have been revisiting. I told you last time about the Rusko Beanie pattern, I think, and the fingering weight version that I've been working on, and I did fix my hat. I did write it or make the corrections to the pattern, and I wrote the fingering weight version, and it is now in testing. Maybe I'll put a picture of me wearing my hat when it has been fixed. So last time I talked about how it was too long because I was I wasn't paying attention while I was knitting on it when we were watching soccer or football, as we say here. And yeah, it is now fixed. It is now in testing, and I will update the pattern at some point in September. I have given my testers time, I think, until the last or the first week of September. Maybe I can't remember exactly, but it was a 3-week test, and it will come out, or I think it's a wrong or it's not really coming out as in a new pattern. So Rusko is already in Ravelry, and I will be updating the pattern so that there will be 2 different separate files for the DK weight and for the fingering weight version. And I have also done a little tweaks to the DK weight pattern. So long story long, the pattern is in testing, and it is coming out in September, or the update is going to be out in September. I started another DK weight version this time because my son doesn't really have this mid thickness hat, and in Finland a fingering weight hat doesn't really take you too far. It's a fall and early or like late spring wear, something that you could wear. So the DK weight is more handy with kids because, yeah, in the winter when it's really cold, a DK weight hat won't cut it. You will have to need, or you will need something more windproof and all that. So I am rambling, but I am making, surprise, surprise. The color is this beautiful rusty orangey tweed, and my son actually picked this out himself. I gave him a couple of options with some navy blues and greens and all that, and he chose this, which made me so happy. And I did modify this one for or the ribbing is 1 by 1, but I have done 2 by 2 here because I think it's a bit more sturdy for the kids, and I've been doing so many hats that I just wanted something, you know, different. So this is going to be the DK weight Rusko Beanie version for my son, and the pattern is going to be updated in September. And the Rusko Beanie pattern is a pattern that has 6 different sizes. So there's 3 children sizes and 3 adult sizes, from newborn to like a child, 2 to 6 year olds, and then there is the adult, small, medium, and large in this pattern. And yeah, that is something that I've been working on, and it has been this when I'm sitting with my kids and they're building Legos or something else, I can work on this simple little thing. I have really rushed through things, but I think such is life. I will quickly show you something that I picked up again today. I have been talking about this, I don't know. I started this a year ago, and I don't know what went wrong or why I stopped, or actually I do know, because winter came and I didn't feel like making lacy socks. But these are the Crystal Creek socks, and this is a pattern that I'm working on now. So it has this lace on the back, and this, what is this called? This kind of heel. I can't remember the name suddenly. it doesn't come to me. But it's the slip stitches and you alternate the rows, so it creates this checkerboard kind of a heel. And then there's some cabling in the front, cabled texture, or these crisscrosses. And I have now picked up the stitches, and only the pattern in the front will continue on the foot. And I will do some gusset decreases, and I have written this pattern now up. So I will be calling for testers. I guess I am calling them in my newsletter. So if you are my newsletter subscriber, you have already received the email. And let's hope we can push this pattern out before it's too cold to wear fingering weight lace socks. I guess it's fully appropriate in other countries, but in Finland it's a bit summery kind of a sock, this lacy sock. I'm using a Annijuuti Knits yarn in the colorway Riverbed, I think. I don't remember. No, this is not the Riverbed. I can't remember, and I'm pretty sure I don't have the tag. It can be something else. I don't remember. But that's what you get when you wait on these things for more than a year. I have one more project to show you, and then I have a future project. I have started a new design. I was swatching for this. I don't know if I already had the swatch last time, probably not. I think I did show you the yarns. So the yarns that I'm using are Dark Omen yarns, silk merino. No, it's not merino. Yes, it is. What does it mean? It says 55% superwash BFL merino. BFL stands for blue-faced Leicester, if I'm not mistaken. Let's say it's merino, 55 merino and 45 silk, because I don't have anything else here. Maybe you can see for yourself. And then I'm using Isager silk mohair with a little bit of a lighter colorway, and together they create this beautiful light beige fabric. The lighting is not the best at the moment because the sun is just about to turn the corner, but this is a lovely variegated yarn. It's really hard to see. Well, I guess you saw it. So it's a little bit of a tonal, not exactly variegated, but tonal, and very drapey. Silk. It has quite a lot of silk now that it has silk mohair, and the merino also has some silk. I'm not very far. I have just reached the point when I start working in the round. I have finished my saddle pieces. So this is going to be a blouse, similar shape than the black one, but smaller gauge. This is now a 20 stitch gauge, and it is looking like this. Maybe I'll show you just the saddle. The lighting is not good. So there's the saddle construction. I have done my shaping for the neckline, and I have now just started working in the round. And now I will start also working the sleeve cap shaping, and yeah, this is what I did on Wednesday, and I'm very excited about this. This is going to be your basic blouse. There's like nothing too fancy about it. except that my yarn choices are lush. But I really want to perfect a good fit. And as a person with a larger bust, I often don't get a very good fit around my shoulders and my bust. I have a 25 centimeter difference between my full bust and my waist, and it usually creates a little bit of a problem. So with this, it's going to be just your basic blouse or sweater, but with bust and waist shaping options. And I think I just want a very well-fitting sweater for myself, and this is now going to be that. A very simple, clean lines, just a good fit. And I know there's a plenty of these kind of blouse patterns out there, but I really want to make a good, well-fitting blouse for myself. So I have already named it, but I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. Maybe I will go a little bit further and reveal that then. But I have to tell you that I'm really excited about that sweater project. I've been waiting to cast it on for like a month because I've had some other stuff that I needed to finalize first. I have 2 secret patterns coming out later this year, so they have been taking a lot of my time, but I think in the beginning of October, I guess, the first secret is going to be out, and you will see then what I've been working on this year, except for the things that I have shown you here. But besides that, I have been doing a lot of designing. I really wanted to apply for a test knit, and I luckily got selected. Someone would probably say that I have no I have no business in testing for others, but this was a nice and long test knit, and this was the wrap cardigan of my dreams. And you might already know which one that is. It's the Cara wrap for Rebecca Clow for from the Crayabea channel and Instagram, and she is just a very talented designer, and I admire her ideas, and she really has the same kind of state of mind at the moment, that she really wants well-fitting garments, and the wrap cardigan is something that I've been wanting to make for a long time, and now I am making one. I have already swatched, but I couldn't locate my swatch. I don't know where it went, but it doesn't matter because I was using this Finship wool, this lovely green, forest green, with a lighter lace weight Finship wool strand, and I didn't like the contrast. It was too high of a contrast, so I decided to go with Finland meets the UK, and I'm using Woolly Knit British wool for ply with my single ply Finship wool together. They are very close in color. I haven't swatched them together, but I have swatched enough now so that I know that I need 4.5mm needles for this combo. And I'm getting the same gauge 20 stitches that the Cara wrap is with mohair and this merino yarn with a 5mm needle. And this is a little bit of a thicker combo, and I've worked this double so that I know that 4.5mm needle gives me the 20 stitch gauge. So I'm very excited to get to work. These are beautiful greens, and they will create the most beautiful Cara wrap, and hopefully I can use that a lot during the festive season, because you know, green is perfect for that. and green is one of my absolutely favorite colors. So this is something that I will be casting on in the not too distant future, as Rebecca always says. So I'm very excited about this project, and yeah, Cara wrap coming up at some point, but yeah, I think that is everything that I had for you today. I'm sorry if this was too rambly, and I know this was a little bit shorter, but I just really wanted to come by quickly and talk about my new pattern release, and wish you happy weekend if you are watching this during the weekend. So yeah, I'm not giving any promises because apparently they don't keep, or I don't keep them. So until we meet again, happy knitting. Bye.